Yokoso, watashi wa Zag. And today, we're going to do something different. No, we're not. Today, I'm going to create and hog.
You're supposed to say something
Today
there.
I got,
That's where the audio's going to
Spaceship Yamamato 2202.
We need to restart. We need to restart.
Nope, we're doing this. No, we're doing exactly.
My volume was down, so I was just kind of like, I hear you going, Nihongo, watashi wa something. I don't even know what you were saying. I couldn't hear it.
I said yokoso. Watashi wa Zag.
Oh.
Yeah.
Haradu-san.
Anyways, I'm gonna leave this.
Onegaishimasu.
I'm gonna leave all of this in here. So yes, welcome to Hag'n Zag. I am Zag, and my companion.
I am Hog.
And one of us makes.
The other one rates. Well, yeah, one creates, the other rates.
You'd think we'd have this down by now.
This is only like episode whatever 6 or whatnot.
I think it's episode 5.
Something like that. Look at you presenting.
Yeah.
Wow.
I originally, because you had in the last one, you were like, I have some basic footage to, talk over. And I was like, I'm going to do that for this so I can show off the kit.
Yeah. I like how you're very willing to put yourself in front of the camera. I don't show myself in front of the camera as like Hog, you could be anybody. You could put yourself in my shoes and then build the kit from my perspective. But now we know what you look like. We know who you are.
I don't care that much.
Zod, enemy number 1. The everyman's enemy. Look at him. Nefarious.
I should have taken the part out where I
got up.
That's okay. I actually kind of tossed everything in here, and I had so little footage that I was just like, I'm sure it'll look fine.
Yeah.
So there might be some wonky cuts.
Yeah, we also talk so much that usually I don't have enough footage to kind of put our stuff over it. I have to usually cut out a lot, so.
But yeah, so I'm doing Spaceship Yamamato 2202. I actually did not buy this kit. This was a commission from a customer at my work. I did it for the low price of 2 LED lights. Because he just handed me a bunch of LED lights, and he was like, I don't know what I need for this. So when I was looking at it, I took it in. I was like, you know what? If there's any extra LEDs, I'll take them. But I mostly wanted it just for the footage, so we could do a video on it. I will, however, never be doing another boat again.
Oh, really? I was actually going to ask, where did he get this? Because after I've seen the finished product a couple times now, and I think it looks freaking awesome. And I was thinking about getting one.
I think he ordered it online. So, gotcha. I mean, it's not too expensive, $60-$80, something like that.
Yeah, there's some on pre-order for this month or something like that.
Yeah, and it comes with 2 LED lights in it, so that you just briefly saw like the white LED and the little gray box you can see there.
Yeah,
you have to order that particular LED separately. But there are 2 LED lights that come with the kit, and it was all things considered a very nice kit. I was a big fan of it. I wish I had the batteries to have lit it up. And that's the only regret I have for this video, is that you will not be able to see me light the kit up.
Oh, well. Dang.
And you'll see in this first part too that I'm hyperlapsing just like the base. This was all very simple, two big pieces for the most part. The front, the back. You build the top, you build the bottom, and they click together.
Did that gray box just go inside of the hull?
Yeah, so you can kind of see me putting it in here. It goes right on the bottom. So the kit's very nice. I should have done another little video of me like taking it apart and showing how it worked. But yeah, it sits in the hole, and then there is another LED light near the front that points forward, and that slides in and out. And there will be the third one that goes underneath the what's the captain part? Like that just goes straight up. The the goof is surfing.
Nice.
In the bridge, and there's one that lights up the bridge as well.
Nice. There's another version of this that I've seen. Granted, I don't know a lot about Spaceship Yamato or whatever the series is. I think the only thing that I've ever seen that's kind of adjacent to this is Captain Harlock, and because he's got like the space pirate big ship kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's another one that has like a big blue dome on the inside of it, and it kind of does the same thing, but it doesn't light up the dome. And I thought that was kind of weird. Like a miss. Yeah, I thought that was a kind of missed opportunity because I saw that this one had those little blue lights on the top. So
yeah. This one, this next, the longest part of the video is the reason why I'm never doing another boat again. So I have in those tweezers one turret. Each turret had 3 canyons on it, and I had to cement every single one of them, and it's heavy on the turrets.
You mean cannons? 3 cannons on it?
Yes. For each turret, there's 3 cannons. My bad.
Okay. You said canyons, and I'm thinking, what?
Yeah, not. It's not that big. We're not Gurren Lagann levels.
It's got canyons, man. You can do a whole freaking Star Wars ending scene on that.
Yeah, and so there was. Or maybe there's 2. My bad. There's 3 pieces. There's 2 things overall. So what I just put on here was the circular base of the turret, and then 2 cannons for each turret. There were a couple with 3, but they were a little bigger. But there were also a lot of these small ones that were 2. And they weren't like individual, like, oh yeah, just put these in here. No, they were left and right. Cannons. Man. So it's like I had to cut them out, as we can see here, do them, trim them, put on the glue, shove it in, put a little like it. It was not fun.
Oof.
But I had my goof companion surfing here the entire time,
cheering you on. It's Rum Barrel, just going. You can do this. Gone about that.
I wish I still technically need to finish my him, and I think. I'm going to do some painting tomorrow, so I might do that. I haven't quite learned how to do the black 3.0, but you know what? It'll just have to work. I've done my best to learn, and it's a finicky paint, from what I understand. I've looked a lot online on how to use it, and some people are like, it's just not as good as they say. And then other people are like, it is. I literally got it to work by doing what he says to do.
Gotcha.
So I feel like it's just a straight skill issue.
And
I almost kind of want to bust out my old airbrush, that first one, and see if I can
get it to spray.
Yeah, get it to spray because it's there we go, thin. I was gonna say like drain it. And I was like, I was like, I'm looking for the opposite of drain. But if I can thin it enough.
Inside your head, you're going, buy it, use it, break it, thin it.
Yes. Good Lord. And see if I can airbrush it on. And because you said that it was destroying people's airbrushes, right?
Yeah, it would like clog up. Yeah, the people were like, it clogs it up, all this other stuff. And that's why I'm kind of, as you're talking about it, I'm kind of thinking about how effective it would be if you were able to strain it enough to be shot out of an airbrush effectively. Yeah. Because this is me just like talking out of principles of colors and stuff like that. But to get a black that would be that dark, it would have to be like a super highly pigmented paint, or something in the paint would have to kind of displace light enough to make it look the way it does, at least in like its promo video. Promo video where they have like that horse head and that mask and whatnot. Mm-hmm. I feel that if you were able to thin it enough to get it to shoot out of an airbrush properly, it would lose whatever kind of ratio that it had, I guess, is what I'm trying to say with that. But I have no idea. I haven't really looked too much into it.
Yeah, it's complicated. Because even the thing, he's like... Because what I ended up doing, and I'll spoil it a little now for everyone watching, is I end up, and I'm still doing these turrets.
You're even looking at your watch, like
probably like responding to a message or skipping a song. I end up painting the base with the black 3.0 because in my mind I was like, oh, it'll look really cool if it looks as if it doesn't exist. So while it's on its base, on its stand, it, you know, fucks with you and makes you think it's just kind of floating there. Like you'd recognize that it's not. And I definitely got it to be non-reflective, and it's definitely kind of weird to look at from a distance. But you can still see it, which I think is the issue. And maybe it's just a matter of a mixture of both lighting and distance. Like, can't say how far away any of those photos are, how the lighting's operating for it to even give it the advantage.
Interesting.
But I'm very happy to own it, and the $30 that I spent for it was phenomenal. Did take forever to get here, though.
Yeah, where are they located out of?
Like New York or something, like not far.
Oh.
Like they're based in the States, and so I mean it was what $30 I think for the paint, and then I could have spent another $30 for like 2 days shipping, but I was like, no, it doesn't really matter. So I just got like their generic. It was like 5 to 7 day shipping, but I think it took a week or maybe 2 weeks for them to even ship it. And then, the week of shipping. So I think it took 2 or 3 weeks just to get.
You bought it, and they're like, "Cool, we'll send it to you one day."
Well, you'll get it when you get it. We'll get there when we get there.
You're our customer. We recognize that, but you're not always right. All right?
Yeah. But speaking I'm happy shipping, I have it. Oh,
yeah. Speaking of shipping, segue. So HobbyLink Japan, you can buy stuff and put it in what they call your personal warehouse, right?
Oh.
And they put a disclaimer in the beginning of it that if you're going to put it to the personal warehouse instead of immediately shipping to you when available, that you have to ship it within, I think it's like either 90 or 120 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll just automatically ship it.
Oh.
Well, so I got a Mazinger Z kit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's been sitting in that warehouse since over 120 days ago. They send me constant reminders of like, hey, so if you ship whatever's in your personal warehouse, we'll give you 10% off right now. This is a very special FedEx price. And I'm kicking that can down the road because I know stuff's coming out in March, and I don't want to pay for shipping because their shipping is pretty consistent. So it's like, you know, all right, so this box, standard master grade stuff, $40. Okay, this box that has 2 standard master grade stuffs, $40. A giant box, $40. So it's pretty much like, all right, so do I want to pay for the shipping twice, or can I just kick this can down the road until everything else is also in the warehouse? And I'm waiting for, I got the Zabungle, the Hasegawa Zabungle kit, and the Blue Eyes White Dragon. That one as well.
Blue Eyes kit?
Yeah, dude. I've been sending it to our Instagram.
You've been sending the Exodia kit, not.
Well, before that, I would. Oh, really? I feel like I have.
I've not, and it's not the Figurize, right?
It is a Figurize.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't aware that they. Oh, okay. Yeah, Blue Eyes model kit. Interesting.
Yeah,
that could definitely do for some painting.
Oh yeah, oh, dude, I've seen some really awesome paint jobs, and but I'm waiting for one of those to come up so that I can ship it all together instead of paying for $40 for shipping over and over again. I'd rather not do that if I don't have to. But that Blue Eyes White Dragon kit, I actually had this conversation with another dude about how in the anime they made that thing blue. Like the whole dragon is just blue. There's nothing white about it. Like Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's like it's a white dragon. It's very blue. Where'd the white go?
I feel like they did like an off-white, or they did it like silver chrome.
Nah, dude. I just recently rewatched a lot of the episodes like last week, and I'm looking at it going, this thing is blue. It's not even remotely white. They have highlights in white, but it is an entirely blue dragon. So much so that I've seen some people who paint that kit who have painted it entirely blue.
That's
to be anime accurate. So, yeah.
And I'm gonna have to
look it up, man.
Yeah, that's what
I.
You know what? Okay, you're right. That shit.
It's blue. It's freaking blue.
It's blue, but I'm also gonna stick with my argument that it's like a chrome.
Right.
Like it's like what is it? Blue cold. What's that thing where you put it? It's like the liquid you put it over, and you cold blue it. I think they call it bluing, actually.
Like cryogenic kind of a thing. I'm not sure what you're talking about, man.
No, so bluing's a thing, is a process in which steel is partially protected against rust.
Oh, okay.
So and they have that, and it turns it blue. That's why I call it bluing.
I'm afraid to look up bluing and ruin my internet search history.
You'll be fine. I typed it in.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I typed it in. It gave me make or become blue.
Okay, I'm about to type in bluing.
I know this for I know this for a fact.
Oh my gosh! Oh, you shouldn't be doing that with the butthole. What is this? Oh my gosh!
Thank you. But I've been watching plenty of restoration videos.
Gotcha.
I don't know what's happening in this part of the video. I think I was talking to Jay actually, and then I just kept going. It's like general cleanup stuff here. I probably could have cut this, and that's okay. It's now in the video. But anyways, I've been watching a lot of restoration videos, and there's a French guy who all his steel and stuff, he cold blues it. And it looks really good. His work is pretty good, all things considered.
Nice.
And so that's why I'm aware of that. And so, yeah, anyways, back to the Blue Eyes. It looks like a Blue Eyes that's been blued to protect itself from rust.
Yeah, but why would it? It's a dragon. Either which way.
Also, I mean, we could then say that it is white, but much like the sky, yada 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 bullshit science. Okay, this next part. Each one of these, there are little holes across the deck of the ship that I then had to go in, get in place, and then I think I used something else, my tweezers, to push them down into place.
Oh man.
Yeah, like I don't know how well you can see, but like you can see in comparison to my finger, they're like as big as my thumbnail.
Yeah.
And it's just like 3 pieces. Got it. It was horrendous, and that's why I'm never doing a boat again. Because the 2 other boats I've done 1 boat and 2 submarines actually. Suck. The intricate details. The ship is too small at that point to be feasibly work with.
Well, this is also like 1/1000th scale or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they're teeny. If I did a ship that was like 1 to 100, it'd be pretty big at that point too.
Yeah.
And we're going back to
hyperlapse,
where I'm just going through it all now.
Click.
Well, yeah, if I was doing something that was like 100, 350, I might do one of those because that'd be a pretty big kit, all things considered. I think you can get them, but they're expensive.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that it's going to be a big kit, but I feel, for me personally, when it comes to doing those kinds of things, it's the repetition that's monotonous. I don't like, if something tells me, all right, do this, but 68 times, that's what kind of turns me off to it. I'm like, oh man, really? Seriously?
See, that part doesn't even bother me so much, because it's like I expressed in the last episode I had, I'm listening, I don't know if I was listening to an audiobook yet, but it's like I'm listening to music, I'm jamming out, I'm doing a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
Let's see, was I able to get him to... Nope. Okay, we're now going to fast forward. Yep. We're now going to fast forward. I didn't actually finish me building, but I am priming it all up. What was I saying?
The monotony doesn't bother you?
Oh, yeah, the monotony doesn't bother me at all. Like, painting is so monotonous in that same regard to me that I'm just like, meh, 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 meh.
Yeah, see, for me, though, painting isn't monotonous. It's just like, if I have to build an assembly, the exact same assembly, over and over and over and over again, for some reason that, for me, just is a huge turn off. There was this Dragon Girl kit that I built once, where it was, I kid you not, I had to build 16 of the exact same segments for one of the necks.
Oh, my lord.
Dude, it was horrendous. By the time that I'd finished the 5th head, I was like, all right, cool. I never want to build this stupid segment again.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
But if I had to paint it, it's a different story. Then I can kind of, I get into a different mindset, I guess. But building an assembly over and over again the exact same way just drives me nuts. But
that's
painting the assembly over and over again, like the same thing, wouldn't be too bad.
Speaking of painting, I unfortunately skipped that part. Jay was in the room with me while I was painting this, and it would have been a bit too awkward to also record and paint and be safe all at the same time. But the first time that I've ever taped a kit off, because I had to, once it was all primed, I had to tape the bottom half off, and then let it dry, flip it upside down, tape the red part off, because I would do red first, then gray. I've also unfortunately put some of this out of frame, and I apologize, but so much panel liner went onto this guy.
Did you use a gloss coat first?
I used a matte coat.
Oh, really? And it still, did the capillary action still happen? Like it still flowed through real nicely? Or? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Now, I'm probably going to get a thing of gloss coat for next time for sure.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like I said, the kit was really good, like all things considered. What am I doing? Oh, that was doing the gray on the black. Alright, so now it's built back together. Time for some dry brushing. I recently managed to acquire a nice, cheap kit of
makeup brushes.
Makeup brushes. Yep.
Oh, you know what I learned? Actually, today. There's somebody who is dry brushing, but instead of using like a towel to remove all of the paint, what they do is that they remove the paint on a sponge. And the moisture helps the dry brushing not be as choppy and lets it be more uniform.
Oh.
Personally, I thought it looked exactly the same.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take that at face value until I've tried it myself, but watching their video, I'm like, I don't know, it just kind of looks like you're dry brushing there, dude. I don't think that made that much of a difference, but we'll see. Yeah. I'll give it a shot with something here. I've got a lot of terrain and stuff that I could build and use the dry brushing with it. There's this guy, Artist Opus. All he does is exclusively dry brush stuff, and his stuff looks amazing. So
that's you excel at one thing and one thing only. So I'm good at the triangle.
Yeah. I became Pythagoras. That's
We're also
what this guy is.
I'm gonna give you a quick heads up. The video's gonna end soon, so be
Oh.
prepared to rate.
Oh dang. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, we're getting there real quick.
Damn. All right.
But yeah, all things considered, I'm gonna rate myself on this. Phenomenal kit, 10 out of 10. I highly recommend buying and building this kit and then painting it because it does look really good. As we can see here,
Wow.
took a couple different photos and angles and the engine. I'll have to get the guy just to send me a picture of it all lit up if he gets there. But what will you give it?
Oh, dang. Nice. I was actually going to ask about if you had a closer picture to kind of see the panel lines. I think I would have liked to have seen maybe some more kind of scuffing up to it, like on the exhaust.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some, what do they call it? Like jet burn or something like that. That would be kind of cool. I think this one, I think this kit would really excel to have some battle damage on it. But it does look very nice. Nice and clean, crisp like this. I wish we could zoom in.
Boop.
Oh, nice. Sweet. All right.
I can make the last one a zoom in, and I'll only start zooming in right when you say it.
Right.
But I don't know. Oh, there we go.
Can we zoom in? Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, wait. Is that cannon like a different color? The silver one on the front?
Yeah. So I went in. So I have the anchor on the front side. I painted silver. The big cannons, the turrets, the cannon part themselves are silver.
Nice.
Unfortunately, I guess I should have taken photos directly of the scuffing, but I did scuff the sides up a little bit.
I can kind of see that, yeah.
Yeah, so like it's there. It's all very subtle.
Nice.
That way, then it's just like if you get from a distance, you see the colors, and then when you get close to inspect it, it's like, oh, I can kind of see this markings and stuff.
Nice.
So
well, I would give it one good sell out of I don't have this, and I'm probably gonna go purchase this now because you've sold me on it.
Perfect. Good. Yeah. Like I said, great kit in my opinion. But I'm never doing a boat again. So
I'll have to once I acquire this, I'll have to tell you how much of a baby or how much. Yes, I agree with you on this is because those look like a lot of turrets. I don't know. I said how much of a baby, and then I kind of looked at how many turrets there were, and I slightly regretted it. So
yeah. I still don't know how we should end these things.